Coronavirus cases in Los Angeles County comes to 1,246,821. The confirmed number of deaths comes to 24,421. Here in Torrance, the total number of confirmed cases is 7,484, with total confirmed deaths at 219. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm Bella Shaw. It's Thursday, June 17th. The Los Angeles County Department of Public Health updated its health officer order to align with the state's safety guidelines and other sector-specific protocols as California's economy fully opened this week. Despite lifting most restrictions this week, public health officials are still urging the public to exercise caution, especially those who have not been vaccinated against COVID-19. The public should still practice social distancing and wear masks if not vaccinated, and continue to practice good hygiene by washing hands often and staying home when you're not feeling well. Beginning this week, the county removed local capacity limits on businesses and other sectors, physical distancing requirements, and other safety modifications. Businesses do not need to post COVID-19 safety protocols anymore, except where youth, healthcare, or other at high-risk congregate settings are involved. Now, there are some exceptions. Masks are still required when taking public transit, like at the airport, airplanes, ships, ferries, trains, subways, buses, taxis, and ride shares, as well as in schools, hospitals, homeless shelters, and jails. Those masking rules still apply for everyone regardless of vaccination status. Officials are encouraging everyone eligible for the vaccine to get it. You can learn more about all of the local sweepstakes and contests going on to incentivize more people to get their shot by going to publichealth.lacounty.gov. New workplace pandemic rules were decided on today as Cal-OSHA's Standards Board met this morning. As expected, they approved revisions on worksite regulations that will allow fully vaccinated employees to relax mask and distancing requirements. The revisions reflect general state guidelines that took effect Tuesday as the state reopened its economy fully and would apply in most workplace settings throughout the state, including factories, offices, and retail. Going forward, fully vaccinated employees will not need to wear masks, except in classrooms, mass transit, and in case of future outbreaks. Physical distancing will no longer be required for the most part, and vaccinated employees won't need to be tested or quarantined unless they show symptoms, even if they have close contact with an infected person. On Wednesday, Governor Gavin Newsom promised that the 7-member governor-appointed California Occupational Safety and Health Standards Board will, quote, codify that through a vote. Governor Newsom drafted the executive order to be ready to go immediately after the vote today in order for changes to take effect immediately. California's campaign to get as many people vaccinated as possible continues with this latest incentive: free theme park tickets. The state is partnering with Six Flags to give away 50,000 tickets worth a total of $4.5 million. Governor Newsom announced the latest perk in the Vax for the Win program on Wednesday. The state will begin giving out the free tickets to residents who get at least one dose of a COVID-19 vaccine at participating clinics operated by community organizations. This giveaway is intended to support the areas hardest hit by the pandemic and available until supplies last. Six Flags President and CEO Mike Spanos says they're committed to their local communities through ticket donations and having served as vaccination sites across the country. The tickets will be good at all 4 Six Flags locations through September 6th. For details, including a list of participating clinics, you can go to covid19.ca.gov/vax-4-the-win. The first flex alert of the year has been issued for today as the heat wave continues across the state. California's independent system operator, the nonprofit running the state's power grid, asks residents to conserve electricity from 5 to 10 p.m. to avoid power disruptions. Also recommended are these tips to conserve energy. From 4 to 9 p.m., set your thermostat at 78 degrees or higher. Avoid major appliances. turn off unnecessary lights, use fans for cooling, and unplug items that are not being used. An excessive heat warning continues for Southern California, including LA County, until 9 p.m. Friday. The National Weather Service, Los Angeles, shared more record-breaking temperatures Wednesday: 112 in Palmdale, 113 in Lancaster, and 101 degrees in Sandburg. The Weather Service also gave Angelenos a heads up this morning of isolated showers, even lightning flashes possibly coming our way. Southwest Airlines has been dealing with technical issues for 3 days in a row, leading to hundreds of canceled and delayed flights each day. On Wednesday, the airline had canceled nearly 300 flights and more than 400 were delayed. That's about 1/5 of the airline's total flights for that day. On Tuesday, the Federal Aviation Administration grounded hundreds more, leading the airline to cancel about 560 flights and delay 1,800 more. And on Monday, a problem with weather data that was supplied by a contractor caused delays to about 1,500 Southwest flights. Passengers took to Twitter to complain about the problems and also noted that the company's online sweepstakes promotion wasn't working either. A Southwest spokesperson said they fixed a network connectivity issue that came up on Tuesday and was still experiencing cancellations a day later. Other airlines faced similar but not as significant technical issues. American Air canceled about 40 flights and delayed almost 90 more. Delta and United also reported outages earlier this week. More European countries may be welcoming back U.S. travelers once again. The European Union is expected to recommend that countries begin lifting restrictions on American tourists. EU ambassadors say they will consider adding the U.S. to the list of countries where non-essential travel is allowed. Now, if approved, this would be that all U.S. travelers, including those who are not vaccinated, would be able to visit overseas once again. Italy and other Mediterranean countries have already opened their gates to allow American tourists to return. According to the U.S. Transportation Security Administration, more than 2 million passengers were screened at U.S. airports on June 11th, the highest since March 2020, when the pandemic was declared by the World Health Organization. The EU ministers are expected to vote on the recommendation tomorrow. Today, President Joe Biden signed the Juneteenth National Independence Day Act into law, officially making June 19th a federal holiday and a day that marks the end of slavery. The signing ceremony took place at the East Room of the White House. President Biden says Juneteenth marks the promise of a brighter morning to come, and that this is a day in which we remember the moral stain and terrible toll that slavery took on the country and continues to take. Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first woman and black vice president, added that this federal holiday makes an important statement. She urged people to be clear-eyed about the realities of slavery and the long fight for freedom. On June 19, 1865, Major General Gordon Granger announced in Galveston, Texas, the end of slavery in accordance with President Abraham Lincoln's 1863 Emancipation Proclamation. Congress passed legislation yesterday to establish Juneteenth National Independence Day, making it the first holiday approved since Martin Luther King Jr. Day was established in 1983. A long-time tradition is returning to the happiest place on earth. A Disney tradition since 1957 was put on hold due to the pandemic, but officials announced the fireworks show at Walt Disney as well as at Disneyland theme park will light up the sky once again beginning on Independence Day. Mickey's Mix Magic will be presented nightly at Disneyland beginning on July 4th with fireworks, video projections, show lighting, and lasers on the facades of Sleeping Beauty Castle, Main Street, and It's a Small World. Disneyland and Disney California Adventure will also be extending its park hours to 10 p.m. starting on July 1st, with the nightly fireworks show hitting the skies about 9:30 p.m. Online live streams of some of the fireworks shows will also be available this summer on the Disney Parks blog. The Anaheim Angels are hosting a full-capacity maskless crowd tonight at its first home game since the state's reopening. The team shared this video on its Twitter page, welcoming back its fans and telling them that they make the stadium feel more like home. They say baseball is meant to be enjoyed with a crowd, And after a year of waiting, they're excited to finally open up the doors to full capacity and be fully together with their fans again. The Angels face the Detroit Tigers tonight at 6:38 p.m. One of the wealthiest women in the world is donating billions to local universities and organizations. Mackenzie Scott, the ex-wife of Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, pledged to give away the bulk of her fortune from the former couple's divorce settlement. So far, she's given away more than $8 billion to Southland charities, art institutions, colleges, and universities. In her latest round of philanthropic donations, more than $2.7 billion have been given to 286 equity-oriented organizations. Some of the charities include A Place Called Home in Los Angeles, Arts for Healing and Justice Network in Long Beach, Asian Pacific Community Fund in LA, Cal Poly Pomona, Cal State Fullerton, Northridge LA City College, Pasadena and Santa Barbara City Colleges, and Homeboy Industries, just to name a few. For some institutions, Scott's donations is the largest they've received, like Cal State Fullerton and Cal Poly Pomona, who will both receive $40 million. The same goes for LA City College, which is expected to receive $30 million. The city of Torrance is welcoming back visitors and helping to boost tourism. The newest California Welcome Center in Torrance officially opened today with a ribbon-cutting ceremony at the Del Amo Fashion Center.
This is a very exciting day. Being awarded one of the 18 Welcome Centers in the state of California is just amazing.
The event kicked off around 11:30 a.m. with Torrance Citi CABLE's Christine Lee sharing live updates on Facebook. Attendees got to learn more about the newest California Welcome Center, and some even won giveaways and other treats. This is a one-stop shop for local souvenirs and a resource center for those looking to get away or enjoy a staycation right here in the South Bay. The friendly staff will help you with customizing, activity planning, or you can use the interactive touchscreen kiosks to create your own itinerary. Torrance is the 18th California Welcome Center to open in the state and the second to open in Los Angeles County. It's located in the mall's main level near Entrance 1. Well, as we wrap up this week, be sure to tune in to Weekends in Torrance beginning Friday right here on Citi Cable. New episodes air at 2 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. This weekend, we introduce you to a local mom who has volunteered countless hours to facilitate a virtual learning experience to help her kids and their classmates stay engaged and feel less lonely during the pandemic. Then learn about the city's rich history that dates back to 100 years to when Torrance was incorporated. We visit the Torrance Historical Society to speak with a local historian to hear more. Plus, on this Father's Day, we'll introduce you to a father-son duo who are making waves in the sports scene. Find out how this local coach and father figure is mentoring not only his son, but dozens of local athletes at North High School. Weekends in Torrance kicks off tomorrow at 2 p.m. You can find us on Spectrum Cable Channel 3, Frontier Fios Channel 31, streaming on our website as well as on YouTube. Well, before we go, at the end of each program, we like to share feel-good stories from our community. Pictures, images, and videos that remind us of how resilient our community is and how Torrance truly cares. In theme with today's grand opening celebration of the California Welcome Center, the City of Torrance wants you to check out 100 places and experiences. The city put together a comprehensive list, such as taking your taste buds on a trip at King's Hawaiian Bakery, taking a nice stroll down the 1.5-mile stretch of Torrance Beach, and visiting the city's time capsule that is buried to be opened in 2112. The city staff loves seeing your engagement on these social media posts. For example, the picture of the original site of the Jared Sidney Torrance Memorial Hospital led many longtime residents to share nostalgic memories of being born there. To see the full list of the 100 things to experience, you can check out torranceca.gov/100 years incorporation. Now, if you have a great story, upcoming event, a photo or video you'd like to share, email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. We'd love to hear from you. Well, that's our update for COVID-19 today. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday to bring you the latest. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
With each new morning brings hope. A light at the end of the tunnel. In the meantime, we're doing everything we can to welcome you back safely. So please, help us by doing your part. Because your safety is our top priority. We can't wait to see you again.